This is the headquarters for acquisition.com, Alex and Layla Hormozi's company. And I just happen to live a 2-minute drive away for the last 2.5 years of my life. Now you're probably wondering, did you make this a good opportunity? Did you do something with this? Did you leverage it to become someone at their company? The sad answer is no, and this is going to be my last day in Las Vegas living near here. So let me explain. Did I try? Did I have some ideas? Yes, but being in person here doesn't necessarily give you much of an edge. I would argue that all of Alex and Layla's teachings are readily available for free on their social media platforms, on their YouTube. And even if you got a chance to meet them in person and follow them around, they would usually be too busy to talk to you and give you advice, unless you paid a lot for it through one of their workshops, which you can also sign up for. Link in the bio. I'm just kidding. Point is though, I really do feel like I tried a few things and they just didn't work out. I went in person, I handed a resume to the security guard there. The security guard was like, why don't you just apply online? And I said, it's more initiative to apply in person. He was slightly impressed, and then he passed my resume along. I also reached out to various members, employees, and basically got crickets, except for one guy who was willing to actually sit down with me, have a conversation, and then he even paid for my lunch. He didn't have to, but I really very much appreciate it. And from what I heard from him, this company, and Layla Hormozi especially, they walk and talk the walk. So they're very much legit, and they are what they say they are. And the next thing was just inspiration. I saw the sign lit up at night every day after work. It's actually that one right there. That's the one that lights up. And I would drive this route, either on the way home or on the way to work or the gym, or sometimes to the nightclubs, because they're right over there. Resorts World, Encore, and so forth. To practice my social skills, talking to women and all that stuff. But point is, that thing there was always lit up every night, and it gave me a little inspiration. I saw it, I felt it, I knew Alex and Layla were killing it in there with their whole team. And just, me driving this road right here, it's a very big main road. It gives you inspiration to know, wow, I'm that close to the action. But at the same time, I was kind of far away. There's a lot of security guards. They don't want people getting close to the place because, I don't know, I guess there's a bunch of weirdos walking around it and being weird. Maybe it's me, I don't know. But point is, this is my last day. My time in Las Vegas has come to an end. I had my own job. It has no relation to acquisition.com. I just happen to live very close by, sometimes less than a 30-second drive. And it is what it is. Now I am off to new adventures in other places, and sometimes I feel like I wasted this opportunity, but not really. I think the lesson here is that you don't need to meet them in person or do anything fancy or crazy to learn and pick their brains and get ahead. All their information is online, and you don't need a glow up light sign to do it either. Their stuff is online, and you can get that inspiration in the same way. So I'm gonna hold that to my heart, even though I won't be close in proximity anymore. Their stuff is still there, and that's inspiring. And then this is a story for another day, but do I want to work there? That's another question. I appreciate the hustle, but what's the mission? Is the mission really something I'm fully aligned with? So that's a story for another day, but this is actually my last day. It's actually been my last day for a while, but I'm back in town picking up some stuff. So I figured I would pop back one more time.